Hey everybody, this is CPR43 with a new update for you guys. So, big update here. I'm gonna have some new stuff to share with you. Mainly the GMD-1 here, which is finished. It's complete with its weathering, like I had talked about in the last update. I was gonna get it weathered prototypically by a professional. So, yeah, basically that's gonna be the main thing of this update. And then I've got the GP9 to talk about. I have some new stuff on that. Also relating to these detail parts here, I got you can kind of see off screen here. Got big detail parts order come in, so I got lots of those. And then also I have another story to deal with, which is actually about one of my photos that I took. So that'll be pretty cool. So starting off the GMD-1 here, it's back. Only took like about a week to get weathered and brought back to me since getting it delivered. The guy who did it, his name is Rob Arsenault in Edmonton. So he did a really great job on the weathering here, and you can't exactly see the whole full scale of the weathering, but you can see already on the front the dirt and grime on the pilot, and then everything else, including the fading on the radiator grid. So you'll get to see right away here as I'm going to turn it around and show you guys the one side. So here's the one side that's all finished up. Now the model right here, all the weathering here is based off of the prototype about 2006. So you have a good year or specific time when this weathering job was on the prototype. So that's pretty good. And of course, we're doing CN1063 here. It was retired in like December of 2007. So its life ended a little bit short, but it's here in HO scale form, which is perfectly okay. And actually, believe it or not, it is believed to be the only, first and only CN1063 red cab model in HO scale, so that is pretty cool in Canada, but I believe also in the world most likely, because not really anywhere else is there likely going to be one of these. If there's not one in Canada, there's most likely not one in the world, if it's like one of these very Canadian unique models. So yeah, Rob Arsenault, he did a fantastic job on the weathering, all the fading and dirt and grime everywhere on the trucks and so on. It's perfect. So it really goes well. It actually helps bring out some of my detailing too. So that's really good. And I got plenty of photos of this model too after it's got its weathering done. And I'm going to share those photos. One place, an example being Canadian Railway Observations in their modeling section. I hope to have that in one of the upcoming editions of the magazine. So if you're a subscriber, look out for that in their upcoming issues. That should be in their probably October issue maybe. So yeah, I hope to have those photos in. And then here's the other side. So you get a little bit of a different picture here, but that's good because not both sides of the locomotive are supposed to be the same. They're all different. And we actually had some very good photos taken by a guy named Trevor Sokolan, who took a couple photos, one of the front side and then one of this side, while the prototype was sitting in the deadline at Edmonton, either in Walker or Calder. I think it was Walker, but I could be wrong. And took some really great shots that we were able to use, and he's letting me use his photos as well to accompany the model photos whenever I share them somewhere. So I'll have those photos by Trevor with the model photos when I share it on like CRO. So really cool. I really appreciate Rob doing it for me. He actually did it at a very good deal, pretty much free. All I had to pay was just the shipping to get the locomotive to Edmonton. That was it. And Rob did the rest. So great thanks to him. I really appreciate him doing that and everything else. So very good service by Rob. And if you hope to have a model weathered by him, if you have the money, please do it. Please do it. It's totally worth it. And I guess even if you don't have the money, maybe you could try and spit a few bucks out towards Rob and your models, so he will do just a fantastic job. He does not disappoint no matter what. And I've seen other models that he's done for other clients and everything. Every model looks just fantastic and stupendous. So yeah, Rob did a great job on this. So you can get a good look at the model there. That's what it looks like. It's just fantastic, and I absolutely love it. I hope to have it at the open house in October for the Southern Alberta Model Railway Club. So just have to get it DCC'd. Now let's go on to the GP9 here. The GMD-1 is pretty much finished. More will come in the future for that, no doubt. So on the GP9 here, I actually have some more detailing finished up on it, and it's thanks to these detail parts sitting over here. So I have the pilot redone. I took off my scratch-built cable pockets and replaced them with Details Associates plastic ones. So you can kind of take a look there. You can see through them. And then I also had to scratch build a coupler pocket or a pilot block for the underneath the coupler, which is also prototypical. So I have that all finished up, painted up, and then I have the MU cables back on. And then I'll show you guys the other side here, which I'm now starting to get to work on. I got the Miniatures by Eric drop step on, and then I've got the Details Associates cable pockets finished up. The cable pockets are actually along with their wood footboards package, so they were pretty easy to get. You can either get them the metal or the wooden. The only thing that's different are just the footboards themselves here. These have the wooden texture, so that's why they're two different types. But the coupler pockets or the cable pockets are perfect. So the detail parts that I have here, I have two GMD CPR pilots, and those are by CalScale. I also have two of these Details Associates, what are they? Fuel caps and fuel gauges and so on. One of these does one locomotive, so I can do two locomotives with the two pieces that I have. I've also got two of these Details West fuel tank brackets, which go on the ends of the fuel tanks. That'll do one locomotive. I've got 6 of these, one of 6 flush mount fuel gauges for certain locomotives. It's also Details Associates. And then I have more of these cable pockets. So yeah, big details order, and more will come in the future for the GP9. Now to talk about that photo. So get right onto it. The photo I had sent to Our Canada magazine. It's actually a part of Reader's Digest. Our Canada is a really good magazine. I've actually read their magazine before. I've basically looked for their loony thing. But I had sent this photo back, I think it was for a contest maybe, and about a couple weeks ago I got a reply finally after about 6 months saying that they were planning to get the photo into the magazine. And then about last week, maybe not even a week ago, I actually got a reply saying that they were definitely putting the photo into the magazine, as well as putting it on the cover, which is really big for me. And the photo, if you're wondering, is actually the photo I took in Canmore back in April of 2013, and it's with the CP Gevos and the mountains in the background. You can find that one in the first few seconds of the hardcore train slideshow that I did for 2013. So yeah, I'm really happy that that photo is going to be in the magazine. And in case you're wondering what magazine it's going to be or what issue, it's going to be the October-November issue. So check out that in case you're wondering. I'm actually going to get the free issue as well as a free 1-year subscription of the magazine, which is a really cool deal just for sending in a photo. So yeah, that is pretty much it, guys. I've got nothing else to talk about. I will see you later this year, or next month, I guess. That's when I plan to get another update out. And until then, this is CP43, and good luck.